Hey, Dan and Nikki, it's still Sunday night. I and the cat are going to make a video for you. God, this is boring, I'm sorry. Part of the reason I haven't made a video lately, Dan and Nikki, although Nikki's not been harassing me, is that I've been somewhat busy. What else? Working on the house. So this is Duncan and Galen's room. You may recognize the artwork. And so I've torn the carpet out. We dismantled the bunk beds that were here. And then, I don't know if you remember what the windows look like. Probably not. But what I did is I put in a new window. And there were actually two windows here. Right about there was one window that was an awning window, and then over here there was a casement window, and in between there was a piece of wall. But the windows weren't the same height, they certainly weren't the same width, and it just looked awkward. So what I did is I came and I tore the header out and put a new header in up there, and then I put in this new 3-part window. So it looks like double hung. It is actually casements on the left and on the right, and then just a static window in the middle. And the reason I did it that way is because in order to meet egress standards for this to be a bedroom, it had to be sufficiently big. So the square footage of the opening had to be big enough. So that is that. I've got some drywall to do, obviously, but we'll get that done. And then in here, we're going to do the same thing as in there. Let's see. You can't see it, obviously, but in the bathroom on that window, I finally encased it with trim on the outside. So that's done and sealed up. And the other thing I did is you saw a piece of beige trim sitting in front of the window in there. What I did is I painted all of the trim ahead of time inside, so all I had to do was cut it and fit it. And I've got one more window to go that's down in the laundry room, and I'll get to that eventually. The other window I replaced is this one in the kitchen. These were the last of the single pane windows, which were singularly painful when it came to paying to heat the house. But this is just a simple double hung window. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a teak cooling rack outside, so that when we have pies or casseroles or anything you want to cool off, you can just open the window and put it out. And as I said, we've got one more window to replace. By we, of course, I'm talking about me. But also down in the basement, we replaced, or we didn't replace yet, but we tore up the last of the cat piss carpet, as I like to call it, which, Dan, I know you and Sarah will be well familiar with. All of this, tore all this carpet up down to the concrete, and it felt so good, as you probably know, to roll it up and get rid of it. So anyway, in here is this window. That's the last window we had to replace. I was going to do it today, but it started raining. Like I said, it started out at 55 degrees this morning and then quickly dropped down to 30. It's like 25 right now. Perfect for swimming, but not so good for putting a window in, especially not with the rain. Anyway, so also Beth and I have gone through and culled our books and our clothes, and we got rid of bags and bags and bags and bags of clothes. Jesse, if you're watching this, which you probably are not, maybe Linda and or Brad are, we've got a bag of clothes heading Jesse's way. But also we just got rid of a ton of books which we never read. You know, most of them we don't even know where they came from. You know, just a lot of pulp fiction that we got rid of, a lot of, you know, some baby books, some baby name books, but just a lot of crap that we've collected over the years. I kept all the good stuff like Hornblower, all of, you know, my old books from, some of my old books from college, but definitely not all of them. You know, all of my old reference books, you know, the Revised English Bible, of course, the Nibelungenlied, Njál Saga, you know, all that good stuff. Of course, the most important one being The Good Night by Sarah Woodbury. Kept that one. But yeah, we got rid of a lot of stuff, and it's just so easy to get buried. To get buried under Preston. No, to get buried under Sadie and Preston. It's so easy to get buried under stuff. You know, George Carlin talked about it. You know, what do you do when you have too much stuff? You build you buy a bigger house, you can get more stuff. So that's about what it's like. Yeah, we got rid of a ton of stuff, which feels really good. And we got a lot more to get rid of. And, you know, I've gotten rid of a lot of, you know, dress shirts. I don't know when the last time was. Well, actually, I do know when the last time I wore a dress shirt. That was at Galen's funeral. So I kept a dress shirt, a jacket, and everything else I got rid of. I figure if people don't like it, fuck them. So I wear a lot of t-shirts. I wear a lot of shorts. I'm not even sure if I own a pair of dress pants anymore, or even khakis or anything. I mean, I'd like to. I just, yeah, haven't gotten around to buying it. What, Colleen? I'm talking. What are you up here?
No, you're in there.
You in your underwear?
No.
You in your pajamas?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's Sunday Night Football starting. I have one more video I want to make, so I'm going to upload this one, and then I'll make that other video about Galen's birthday. So anyway, come on, let's go USA. Oh, I guess that makes sense, given it's Veterans Day.